All right, rise and shine, everyone. It is 6 o'clock here on your Wednesday morning, halfway through the week. And we're that much closer to Thanksgiving as well.
It's wild. It's what, November 15th? And it feels like what, John? Summertime, springtime? I don't know what it feels
early
like.
October. Early October.
6th.
I like
Feels
the
like
6th.
October 6th.
Yes, I completely agree. It's probably very accurate, Jason. Kiddos at the bus stop. I would go with the jacket. If you're going to dress your kids today, it is going to be a confusing one. I think you want to go warm, but short-lived. By the recess time, they're going to be sweating out there. It's going to be in the upper 50s. So depending on where you're at, we are seeing much cooler air this morning. Look at 26 degrees cooler right now in Brainerd. It's still warmer with that cold front, obviously just off to our east now. That's driving temperatures in the upper 40s there in Wisconsin. But Minnesota, 20s, 26 degrees. That is, that's amazing what a calm condition can do. And you can see that high pressure right there, giving us a calm day. It is going to be a cool start. I think we'll have almost maximum warming. It's about 30 degrees in a day. We'll do that today in some parts of the viewing area. Getting up into the upper 50s, high of 59. Light winds, hard to beat it. We'll track that cool down in your forecast.
All right, thanks, John. Starting off 6 o'clock with a look at Golden Valley this morning. The stretch of Highway 100 looking really good, smooth. That's been the case for the first hour here as we've been tracking traffic on this Wednesday morning. 52 in St. Paul. Also looking good. Nothing to worry about right now in terms of things that'll slow you down, drive times or major construction, just kind of the usual areas. Of course, we'll keep our eye on it. Jason?
All right, Jen, thank you very much. 6:02 on the clock, and we are following new developments in the last 60 minutes about the death investigation of Minnesota native Adam Johnson.
Police in England are confirming the man they arrested just made bail and is now out of jail. CeCe Gaines has been following this story from the newsroom for us this morning. Good morning, CeCe.
Good morning. Police say he was released, quote, pending further inquiries, but of course they'll continue investigating. So this morning we're still waiting on charges to come down and for more information to be released about the suspect. Now it would be rare but not unprecedented for a hockey player to be charged. Johnson, a Hibbing native, was playing for England's elite hockey league when video shows him getting struck in the neck by another player's skate who was falling into the ice. Police say they launched an investigation right after the tragedy, and they've been working to piece together the events that led up to Adam's death. Meanwhile, we asked a former professional hockey player his thoughts about what happened out on the ice.
And I know every way a player moves, falls, reacts out there. And what happened on this particular play looked out of place to me. It wasn't done with the intent to cause this type of harm. It was just, in my opinion, reckless.
A few hours ago, Johnson's former team posted on X they released more tickets for their game on Saturday against Manchester Storm. They say that game is being played in Johnson's memory. Now this morning we know that neck guards are selling out across the country, but so far the National Hockey League hasn't made them mandatory yet. Alicia?
All right, CeCe Gaines reporting in the newsroom. Thanks for the update. In the last 13 hours, the Minnesota hockey community paid tribute to another player gone too soon. Roseville, Matamidi, and Moundsview Irondale came together at the Oval in Roseville to honor Jory Jones. The 19-year-old died in a car crash back in August. The family says the community support since the tragedy has been incredible.
Something to remind us every time of the impact that she had, and the impact that she had to Roseville and the Gustavus community. It's been, it'll be something that every time we come in the rink, we'll be able to see.
Jones played for Roseville High School and was in her first season for the Gustavus women's hockey team.
We need to catch you up on a developing situation happening right now. In the last 3 hours, Israeli Defense Forces raided Gaza City's largest hospital. And now the World Health Organization says it's lost contact with the hospital's entire staff. That's after U.S. intelligence supported claims Hamas was operating within and beneath the facility and holding hostages there. Israel believes Hamas fighters left through tunnels before troops entered the hospital grounds. We are getting word medical staff and patients made it out of the building before the raid. Right now, it's unclear where or how the medical staff is caring for patients.
6:05 here on your Wednesday. A live look over our nation's capital, the Dome, this morning. In the next few hours, the Senate is going to start debating a bill that could keep the government from shutting down on Friday. The House passed the short-term spending bill about 13 hours ago. Republican Speaker Mike Johnson came up with the bill. However, more Democrats than Republicans voted in favor of it. If the bill makes it through the Senate, President Biden is expected to sign it into law.
Keep an eye on Facebook Marketplace this morning. Medtronic says some stolen defective laryngoscopes are being sold on social media. The company says over 5,700 devices didn't pass quality tests and were supposed to be destroyed but were stolen instead. Doctors use these devices in throat exams.
Well, this time next week, your Thanksgiving turkey is going to be defrosting. And this morning, we're taking a hard look at how much that turkey is going to cost you and the impact of the current bird flu outbreak on turkeys this season. So far this month, 4 Minnesota counties have seen outbreaks. But turkey prices, they're actually down between 10 and 15% from last year. Contributing factors include overhead prices like turkey feed and fuel costs going down. As far as Thanksgiving goes, here's what one farmer told us.
You have to remember that most of the turkeys for Thanksgiving have been raised over the course of the previous year, and the larger retail supermarkets have contracted or booked those turkeys well in advance.
If you're hosting Thanksgiving, a 16-pound turkey is going to cost you about $27.30. Jason says it should be marinating.
Yeah.
You put it in a brine?
In a brine, or like season it up and put it in the fridge and let the flavors and the...
Okay.
No? Is that just it?
No, that's great.
Treat your turkey however you want to treat your turkey, everyone.
A little massage.
There you go. This holiday travel season kicks off in about 48 hours, and this morning we have some good news if you're flying out of MSP. The airport has the lowest percentage of delays of any airport in the country. That is awesome. The new rankings from Insure My Trip are based on flight data from the Department of Transportation. Coming in second on that list is Seattle-Tacoma International, and Salt Lake City International was third.
In just a few hours, players from Minnesota's new professional women's hockey team will report for the start of their inaugural training camp. The team includes Golden Gopher and 2022 Women's College Hockey Player of the Year, Taylor Heise, and fellow Minnesotans Kelly Panic and Lee Steckling. Practices are going to be held at Tria Rink in downtown St. Paul. Open play starts in January. And while we still don't know the team's name or their schedule just yet, we do know what their uniforms are going to look like. Home colors are deep purple with black sleeves. Then when they're on the road, they're going to swap the purple for white.
And in more sports ball news this morning, there is another new Minnesota sports franchise to get excited about. Get ready to root for the Minnesota Myth. They're the newest team in the Arena Football League. Former Gophers quarterback Ricky Foggy has been named the head coach of the team. They'll also be led by the league's first ever Latina majority team owner, Diana Hutton. So something to keep us satisfied when the Vikings are not playing football
when the team's done.
during the spring, which is going to be great.
It'll be great. Okay, moving on.